Alright, so I've been thinking lately, what is better for small game? A field point or a rubber blunt arrowhead? Well, today I'm going to do a quick test, find out which one in my results come out better. Today, the bow I'm using, which I'll always use, is my Matthew Mission Craze bow. It's got a Trophy Ridge whisker biscuit on it, some limb stabilizers, or savers, I mean to say, and a I think it's a trophy sight on it. I'm not completely sure. It's off my dad's old Matthews bow. The arrows I'm using are just your standard Carbon Express Wolverines you get from Walmart. Nothing fancy, just some cheaper arrows. I'm using some 100 grain field tips. Sorry, it's blurry. I don't know why it is. Some standard field points. The rubber tips, I like using these for fun shooting because they don't stick in the target and they make some cool designs. But they've got a 6 rubber points on the end and they screw into your arrow shaft. It's also a 100 grain rubber head. As you can see it, maybe there's little ridges. You can't see it in the video, but I've used this one in my other 2 videos that I have. But the target today is just some Deer Park water bottles I filled with water because I want to see the damage. They're both the exact same. They're out of the same pack and everything. And the distance we're going to be shooting is roughly 10 yards, maybe 10 to 15 yards. So let's go ahead and get this thing set up and started, and I'll see you when I got it all set up. Alright, so I got both water bottles set up here. One on the right, one on the left. I'll come check these after every shot so you can see the difference and so you can see the different water bottles. I'll put the camera down here in order for you to see the shock of the hit. Now I wish I could put it up there, but you won't see the same impact if I put it up there compared to down here. So I'm going to put this one up top for now. That is not the one I'm shooting at. This one is. There is nothing behind me. All it is trees and brush. So if I miss, it isn't going to hit anything or anyone. It is safe. I've been shooting this yard, this area, for my whole life, so I know it's going to be okay. The first one I'm going to be shooting is the field point, then the blunt. Well, as y'all can see, I just nicked the side of it. No damage to the water bottle. Sorry guys, I ain't shot for probably since back in, I think the last time I shot was before November. The weather ain't been real nice and I ain't been able to shoot much this year. I ain't had no one to really shoot with to practice. If you're out shooting for fun, usually bring someone with you. That way you guys can have some fun shooting, whether it be your friends or someone. Just always have someone with you. It's a lot more fun. Today I'm alone. My buddies are out graduating tonight, so they graduated from high school, and I graduated last year. So let's go ahead and set this up again and give it another shot. Well guys, I'm starting to think my sight's knocked off. I don't know what's going on. I'll give it one more shot. If I don't hit that water bottle, I know my sight's messed up, and I'll come back to you if I miss this shot after I figure out what's going on. Give her one more shot. Well guys, that time I hit. I can't really shoot with my hat facing the right way, and what had happened was that my arrow, every time I shot, my string sort of nicked my hat a little bit. So that time I hit it, and as you saw, it was a clean entrance and exit. The entrance was right here, the exit right there. As you can see, it was a clean through and through. Nothing really holding it back. You just went straight through, hit the target, and stopped. Looks like I may have done something to my other bottle. That ain't good. I'm going to have to go find another bottle. My other bottle fell behind it, and it had enough penetration to go through the top of this one. That ain't good. Well, I'll have to come back to you in a few minutes, show you a new bottle, show you it ain't got a hole in it, so my test is conclusive. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I got a new water bottle, which is right here. But as you can see, the water bottle right over here, it did have a lid on it, but I took it off so it drained faster. But the arrow went in here and went straight out this side and just went straight through. No problem. Now, if you're hunting rabbit or something with your bow, I wouldn't want that myself. I don't want it going straight through and through. Because what happens then is if your arrow keeps going and you're shooting on like prairies and stuff, I know you're shooting downward and everything, but there's always that chance for that arrow to get buried in the grass and never find it again. That's where these blunt hits come in handy, and I'll show you why. Alright, let me go get set up and I'll shoot. As you can see, they hit the water bottle, went through it as well. Well, every now and then you do gotta expect that, but it didn't do half the penetration of the other one. Also, it left a much, and I mean much larger hole. It left that whole tip, which is about my thumb, about just the top of my thumbnail, to be honest, or, well, half the size of a water bottle lid. I'll say about half. And it punched that hole straight through here. The same size hole, but it did a rip in the back. Unlike our other arrow, which just did a straight, like, barely hole through it. Now here's what happens when you hit something with that compared to anything else. Imagine this being the blood in the critter. That's a big difference compared to the other one, which was just like super small and steady in the fur. Not to mention, with an arrowhead like this, you ain't got to worry about shooting if you're after your critter near trees and stuff and it going in the tree. This kind of head is going to hit the tree and bounce off. You don't got to worry about it going through everything and worrying about it hitting something on the other side. This head was designed for small game use, and it is a lot of fun to shoot. I've shot Mountain Dew bottles with it. If it's thick, it won't go through, but it will stink and leave a punch. I've shot Pepsi cans with it, and it hits the Pepsi cans so hard that it's never been opened that it'll just blow the sides out. Just a massive gash. They're fun to shoot, and these things are worth hunting with. Well, thanks for your time. I just wanted to talk a little bit about this. This is a 100 grain rubber tip, if I'm thinking right. And even after shooting it, that one shot with a hard hit screws out perfectly. Every now and then they might get a little gummy, but still easier to take out than still easy to take out. Still fun to shoot. Just remember, next time you're hunting, if you for rabbits and stuff, squirrels, whatever, with your bow, would you rather want to pin them up against a tree or stick them into something and you can't get your arrow out, or lose your tip in the tree, or would you rather them either penetrate completely through, even though this will leave a bigger hole, and do this and not go through the tree, or have it hit the animal hard enough to still kill it and not damage what you're hunting with? Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I hope to bring you another video soon with these arrows, that bow, this, and a field point versus other objects. Thank you for your time.